Welcome back, sports gamers. It's natural sportsgamersonline.com. We are back here today with a major Madden 23 update. Key highlights: they've addressed some blocking issues, and we know that has been a major problem with offensive line since forever. Some franchise fixes, as well as authenticity updates for all my likeness and equipment heads out there. We'll be taking a look at those in a separate video, even though we'll kind of go over them briefly. But getting right into it, gameplay updates. Tuning to pass block handoff logic, so they're allowing pass blockers to hand off rushers to adjacent pass blockers, doing a defensive shed move attempt when targeted separate rushers. So these guys aren't getting lost, kind of like once they defender disengages, he's not just slipping through to the quarterback, but he actually is possibly handed off to an offensive lineman. And we know the pass rush is amped up this year, and I don't want them to nerf the pass rush, but it should be realistic and looking when guys are getting through, and so they're not just coming straight to the quarterback in unrealistic fashion. Fix the issue allowing a specific shed move to be too powerful, too frequent by user-controlled pass rushers. Fixed a run block targeting issue where the right tackle wouldn't block defensive end on the gun spread, wide slot, weak halfback base. So the individual kind of fixed there for that specific case. Fixed the run block targeting issue, leaving a DE unblocked on single back bunch. Let's see here. Tuning the pass block movement to make pass blockers commit sooner to rushers moving near the line of scrimmage. The dev note on this one: this tuning should reduce linemen from taking themselves out of position to block blitzers and provide better protection for the movement direction of the rushers. This was really tied into the one. It was a well-known clip when they first were introducing the game and showing gameplay, where the center was right there to block like a blitzing middle linebacker, and he just kind of turned to the side and let him come right at the A gap. So tuning like this would make blockers a little bit more intelligent to pick those type of guys up. Tuning to improve pass block prediction to better anticipate the direction of the rusher when coming out of their stands and moving very slowly. Issue allowing the tight end to be assigned incorrect hot routes after specific pre-snap motions and bunch, and trying to reduce the match distance on blow-up blocker interactions on user-controlled defenders, as well as tuning to ball carrier skill moves to reduce drastic changes in speed. So that's been interesting. One thing that I did like, I like a little more, you get a little more sticky out there when you're using your ball carrier. So now this kind of allows that a little more, so you don't lose so much speed when changing directions and using those skill moves. Reducing fumble chance wide receivers playing in halfback position. That was basically like, they have like the Debo package and different packages where, receivers are lined up in the backfield, but they were fumbling a bunch. So tuning so actually you can use those packages without coughing it up as much. Let's see, cover 4. Allowing quarterbacks to better cover outside street routes and trip formations. It's a bunch of issues. Let's see, allowing elite receivers for more separation for defensive backs and man press. And we know that's been a big meta. People are using a lot of man press out there. So this should at least give the top end receivers their just due and getting off of that and getting open. Tuning to better conserve momentum and wide receivers doing mid-air collision defensive backs. Fixing halfback wheel routes versus cover one man coverage, so they're beating that consistently. Tuning to make AI QBs target user control CBs and LBs more often, and fans to the face of the franchise player lock gameplay. They reduced to tip catch chance on tip passes. Let's be a bit too high there. A variety of animation updates for first down celebrations pointing in the wrong direction. If that is not Madden, I don't know what is. Like, beautiful play that went perfectly. The receiver person gets up and then points the wrong way for the first down. That's funny. Updated nickel alignment position, nickel and dime cover 2-man plays versus bunch formations. Updated Detroit Lions playbook to a 4-3 defensive book and added 3 4-3 formations to their default defensive book. So not the live playbook. The live playbook to be a 4. Okay, gotcha. And added 3 more formations. So update on that one. I checked that playbook out. So some franchise updates. A lot of just issues I did not see. A lot of people are still having some issues before, like the 30, 31, 32 join league. I don't see this in here. Reading over that, that's a major one that people are still having, where that last user is still unable to join in. I don't understand what is the big hold up, why that is not being addressed, because I've seen this already. A number of franchise people have reached out saying they're still having that issue from last year, where they cannot get a full 32-man online league. So I will kind of definitely reach out and see about what's going on with that one and why is that fixed. I don't see that in here at all. So let's get right into it. So it's a user to user trades. Issue with CPU teams were not correctly using the franchise tag. So that'll be improved QB simulation stats and QB regression. So they kind of to combat that too many players high overall. They were saying too many quarterbacks were high overall based upon their team stats. So they're gonna pair with the QB sim stats tuning, which will result in distribution similar to the base rosters as you get deeper into franchise. Because that's really the key. They want you to basically maintain the same as far as abilities and skill levels and ratings as the launch roster. You don't want to get too high where everyone is superstar and 99 overall. You want to get too low where you have leagues of quarterbacks that are 60 overall that are starting. So it's a fine balance in tuning those so that term comes out, close to the base rosters. Tune contract exception rates. The tools address some edge case exploits. This should be a major impact on re-sign on free agency in general. Some other free agency offer bars displaying out of order. Bunch of offer bar issues there. Front end difficulty wasn't carrying over into franchise. Fix the issue where injured players were sometimes being included in trade packages. Include issue where completed goals were cleared as incomplete. It's a lot of fixes in here. A crash when attempting to withdraw an offer during re-sign. Navigation issues. I think the issue where long usernames were overlapping and score taker. Okay, whatever. Added text player card for players with no tags. Fix the issue where snapshots were default to week 1. Issue where users were unable to sim past 251 Pro Bowl. Fix the issue if commissioner advanced the week at the same time as the user joined, the commissioner will be locked out and the newly joined user will be able to advance the league. Wow. I haven't seen that one, but that would be hell right there. And Kansas City Chiefs assets to appear in the QB checking scenario of a fantasy draft. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any issues still besides, I know the major one I'm going to look into. Have any issues with your franchise? Make sure you drop them in the comment section below. We'll pass those on. Face of the franchise, got some stuff here. I'll just leave that up. Not going to go through all that. And we're not doing the MUT thing. It's Madden Ultimate Team, even though I hate that it literally forces you to, when you start the game up, you have to close out MUT. Like, first thing you see is MUT. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, give me an option to not have MUT thrown in my face as I launch the game. Some yard updates, NFL authenticity, uniform degradation improvements for the current gen consoles, issue causing Bengals art to be flipped, updated Bears field art, colors on both Lions pants, updated logos for the Pats, and added new alternate helmets. And I also will go through all these a separate video, kind of showing the, I don't know if I'll do before and afters, but for sure I will go through it and show the new faces, but I might do before and after. Added some new music tracks as well, presentation and UI updates. You can see those on the screen there. A bunch of issues were broadcast issues and defensive players on field not appearing in the sideline shot, broken cameras, Super Bowl players were wearing helmets in Super Bowl trophy celebration. Yeah, I have one of those. I have a video of that on the channel. So that is pretty much it. Pretty big update. Let me know in the comment section below what issues you guys are having as far as gameplay, franchise. This game, I think the gameplay is much improved, but it feels like a very buggy Madden. Like, this has been Madden 23. It's definitely one of the buggier ones. 22, I just hated the gameplay. Not a fan of the game at all. 23, I do enjoy the game more, but it's like they improved it, but it's a lot of bugs, a lot of issues. So these title updates go in hopefully in the right direction of fixing that. So let me know in the comment section below issues you guys have. Make sure you like, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. If you appreciate our content and all the work we do to bring you guys the latest news, tips, and gameplay from your favorite sports games, drop a like, subscribe, SGO today. You want to take your game to the next level? Then join SGO Insider.